Lisa is BLACKPINK's latest member to crack the top 10. This week's pop charts don't offer much in the way of new faces, as Kendrick Lamar tops both the Billboard 200 albums chart with GNX and the Hot 100 singles chart with his SZA collaboration, Luther. But there is one debut worth noting. Lisa, a member of the blockbuster K-pop girl group BLACKPINK, enters the Billboard 200 at No. 7 with her new solo album, Alter Ego. Top albums. In recent weeks, we've seen No. 1 debuts by big-name stars in pop, hip-hop, Latin music, and R&B, as albums by Tate McRae, Drake, and PARTYNEXTDOR. The Weeknd, Bad Bunny, and Lil Baby have all entered the Billboard 200 at No. 1 since 2025 dawned. But in weeks when a world beater doesn't enter the marketplace, things can get pretty slow on the old charts. With Lady Gaga's new album, Mayhem, set to make its presence felt next week, the pre-storm calm sees only one album debut in the top 50. That'd be Alter Ego by Lisa of the K-pop group BLACKPINK, as well as the latest season of The White Lotus. It bows at No. 7. More on Lisa and the great BLACKPINK diaspora in a moment. Otherwise, we get a shuffling of pre-existing powerhouses as Kendrick Lamar's GNX returns to No. 1 and switches spots with McRae's So Close to What, which drops to No. 3 in its second week. The remaining albums in the top 5, and much of the top 10, hold at the spots they occupied last week, including Drake and PARTYNEXTDOR's $XE for You, which is proving durable at No. 2, but using the metric by which the Billboard 200 is ranked, a cocktail dubbed equivalent album units that combines sales and streaming numbers. It's a down week across the board. Besides Alter Ego, the only other album to debut in the top 100 is Friday's Some Days I'm Good, Some Days I'm Not, which debuts at No. 51. Friday, a Philly-based R&B singer, has already scored hits with Lil Baby and DJ Khaled, so he's not new to the charts. But this week does mark his introduction to the Billboard 200 as a headliner after his self-titled debut from 2023 failed to crack the chart. He's clearly ascended, however Some Days I'm Good performs in the weeks to come. Top songs. Sometimes, the Billboard charts are a study in incrementalism. When faced with a logjam near the top, you look for borderline imperceptible shifts from week to week that, over time, hint at larger trends. Because if you don't seek out those shifts, the charts can resemble, well, this week's Hot 100, which looks an awful lot like last week's Hot 100. How static is this week's top 10? Well, the top 9 songs reside in the exact positions they occupied last week. Kendrick Lamar's Luther, feat. SZA, holds at No. 1 for a third straight week, followed by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars' Indomitable, Die With a Smile, and 2 more Lamar tracks, Not Like Us, and TV Off, feat. Lefty Gunplay, at Nos. 3 and 4, respectively. The first bit of chart movement finds Drake's Nokia ticking up a spot to No. 10 and displacing Lamar's Squabble Up. In the year-old beef between the two rappers, this would qualify as the tiniest of victories. But in the spirit of incremental signs that point to larger growth, the song holding at No. 8, Chappell Roan's Pink Pony Club, does top this week's digital song sales chart, marking the first time the singer has ever hit No. 1 via that particular metric. Sales are finicky from week to week, but it does suggest that Pink Pony Club, perhaps with an assist from no less a light than Rick Astley, is still reaching new audiences a year and a half after the release of Roan's The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess. And with her new single The Giver dropping Thursday night, she looks likely to receive another chart boost in the near future. For those who haven't followed Rome's slow then fast rise to superstardom, Pink Pony Club is far older than the album that contains it. The singer first released the track via a different major label all the way back in April 2020, only to get dropped. After she reacquired the rights to the song, she included it on what became her breakthrough album. So the rise of Pink Pony Club to this week's pinnacle, the top-selling song in America, with about 6,000 digital sales, has taken only 5 years. Don't worry, not much else has happened in that time.